Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome in today Amanda Squibb, the Executive Director of Friends of the Children of the Klamath Basin. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah.
So, in case people don't know, what is Friends of the Children?
So Friends of the Children is a nonprofit organization. We were based originally in Portland, Oregon. 25 years ago is when it started. And we provide professional salaried mentors to our most vulnerable youth. And we stick with them for 12 and a half years from kindergarten until they graduate from high school, no matter what.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's it.
All right, so how does this work for those kids who face the biggest challenges?
Well, how it works is each one of our paid professional mentors they each have 8 kids on their roster, and they're serving those kids for 16 hours a month. So that breaks down into 4 hours a week. So we're working with them in the classroom on academic success. We're working with them outside of the classroom, setting a roadmap for them of sorts, laying out goals specific to that child, and then working on ways to connect them to community resources and various other ways to connect them to things that will be most helpful in a successful future.
Excellent. All right. So I understand you guys have a pretty exciting event coming up this week, a pre-screening of a documentary featuring Friends of the Children. Tell us where people can see this.
So we're premiering this documentary at the Ross Ragland Theater in Klamath Falls. It's open to the public. 6 p.m. light refreshments and mingling time. And then we will premiere the documentary, which is 28 minutes long, at 7 p.m. inside the actual theater. So we're very, very excited.
Okay, and that's this Wednesday.
That's this Wednesday, the 7th.
All
yes.
right, just a couple
Coming
days
up.
away.
Yes,
all right,
absolutely.
So this is very exciting. So how did this come about, this documentary?
Well, so Visionaries, it's a series where they've sought out specifically nonprofits that are changing lives, that are changing stories socially and otherwise. And so they sought out Friends of the Children. For the past 3 years now have been selected as the most admired nonprofit in Oregon. And so we're selected and also as SIF, Social Innovation Fund recipients. So we're expanding and we're now able, that we're several years into a 25-year project essentially, to prove that what we're doing works. It's a model that works. And so we're changing lives. We're breaking the cycle of generational poverty, really. And so they recognized that and came and asked if Friends would be a willing participant.
Wonderful. All right, very good. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
We'll have much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Amanda Squibb, the Executive Director of Friends of the Children, Klamath Basin. So we're talking about this screening you guys have, the Ragland, this Wednesday in Klamath Falls. What time is that?
It is at 6 p.m. is when we kick off our meet and greet, and then the documentary will start at 7.
Yeah, featuring Friends of the Children.
Featuring Friends of the Children.
It's
very exciting, and it's pretty short. It's only 28 minutes long, so we're following that up with a Q&A panel that will feature our national president, Terry Sorensen, who is coming down to the basin from Portland.
Excellent.
So, yeah. And also we'll have a longtime male mentor on the panel, as well as a program graduate and our DHS director. So
excellent. Okay. And I understand you are hoping people can RSVP if they're interested in coming down.
Absolutely. We'd like to plan ahead. As I mentioned, we're going to provide light refreshments, so we really want to make sure we've got enough. So if you're planning on attending, please call ahead. And our number is 541-273-2022.
Okay, and if people want to help, or maybe they're unable to go to the event, find out more information about Friends or just ways to help the organization, can they do that?
Absolutely. You can always visit our website, friendsklamath.org. We also have a Facebook page, Friends of the Children, Klamath Basin. So please feel free to check us out, reach out. If you have any questions, we are absolutely willing and wanting to make that connection and to let the story of Friends be known, and which is why we're so excited about the premiere of this documentary.
Absolutely. Very exciting for you and the whole organization. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.